Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and welcome to the All-American Food Truck Build! I felt like I had to do something a little bit bigger because it's like, American food! Yes! So, yeah. So this is another food truck build. If you haven't already, check out my other two food truck builds that I've done recently. There will be links up in the corner eye. But yeah, this one is different than my other food truck builds because there's two food trucks. What? Sarah, how do you do two food trucks on the same lot, two menus? Well, the key is you don't. You kind of cheat. And how it works is you have a menu and you have one place that theoretically serves mostly drinks and the other place theoretically serves mostly food. So it's all a big lie. So, yeah, the thing is, like, it doesn't make sense for anything except, like, food trucks, but I wish you could, like, assign certain areas to have certain menus, and once again, it doesn't make any sense for any other restaurant instances except, like, food trucks, but it would be kind of cool to be able to do that, because then you could have, like, 6 or 7 different food trucks, and they are all, like, offering different food. But instead, we will use our imagination and pretend that one of the food trucks serves just food and the other one serves all the drinks. So, yeah. Yeah, Sarah's a liar. But, so, I already did a kind of pastry-esque food truck build, and then I did a sushi one. And I wanted to do one that was, like, very American, like burgers, hot dogs, fries, and, like, soda. Those were, like, that's what they served. And I was like, hey, this is what we got. And so this one definitely stayed that it was like a food, like this is the red one. I did a red and a green one. The red food truck is, in theory, the place where you go and get like your burger or your hot dog or something like that. And the other one is where you get your drinks. And in theory, it was supposed to be more of a like, get your soda pop or like pop or whatever, it's supposed to be more of a, or milk or something, like more kid-friendly drinks, but it kind of turned into a bar. So it's kind of like you have food over there and you kind of have your bar drinks over there. But it's a Sims 4, juice. You have your juice options. Yeah. So, but this is still like, I got inspired by all these food truck builds because of my trip to Michigan recently, and one of the things the area had was they had like 2 bar areas, and one of the food trucks was essentially like a pull-out bar almost, and it was really cool looking. Not that I drink because I don't, but I can appreciate the architectural design that goes into some of these things. And then they had this indoor area which was like a bar area, and I was like, that's a cool idea. So yeah, so I kind of used that idea for this. And the other thing that I did was I thought, okay, this is a hamburger place. They're going to have a grill. And honestly, the whole grill thing is pretty true to what food trucks have. They normally have a couple grills back there. And the massive counter thingy, serving counter thing, has kind of a mini grill. But I thought this was a little more like realistic of a place that serves like probably 200 hamburgers every like meal time. So, and I decided to go with like bright colors because one, black gets old real quickly, and if I was like working in a small space like this, I'd be like, there's black everywhere. I need color in my life. Oh wait, look outside. Wait, nope, I'm stuck in this hole that's burning 100 degrees, cooking and doing manual labor. So I decided, like, okay, let's have my employees be a bright and happy, wonderful people and have, like, bright, blinding red interior. So, yeah. And so, what I decided with the 2 food trucks is one of them is, like, actively attached to a truck, and then the other one is kind of either a more permanent fixture, or it's one that it like attaches to the truck and they've just taken the truck and gone off somewhere else. And like obviously people are still working, but maybe they keep the truck separate instead of like actively attached to the food truck cart thing. So that's kind of where that was from, because I needed to make sure and include a public restroom, because for restaurants you have to have a restroom, which is great. But at the same time, if it's not like in your design, it's like, oh wait, I have to include this. Hold up, let me change all my plans. I have to include a bathroom. But yeah, and so this one, with the outdoor space, I decided to include some umbrella tables because I really felt like that was very like cafe-esque, and at the same time like bright red and white, very like American and just kind of burger-esque, like food. One of the things that if you ever take a marketing class, red is considered like a food color. It like stimulates the brain to like get hungry. That's why going into theory here, that's why a lot of restaurants use red. Like McDonald's has the golden arches, but they're red, and like besides that, which is a food color for your brain. So I definitely decided to go with that for this build. Like red, very red. And it helps that red is also a very American color. Like red, white, and blue. I got the red and white. Don't got the blue, but that's okay. We got hamburgers and hot dogs. That's American enough. And so I built this on a fairly large lot, not huge by any means, but for food trucks don't take up that much space. Like, as I've done my food truck builds, they've gradually gotten smaller and smaller, and like spacing, like the amount of space I leave in the kitchen area, they've gotten smaller. So even putting 2 of them up, I still had a massive amount of space. So I decided to put a basketball court in there because I thought it would be very city type, to have like some food trucks, and then you have like the kids can go play basketball when they're done, things like that. I thought it was very city-esque, if you will. And then just some trees and flowers around the area. Tried to make, excusez-moi, green and pretty, things like that. So, but not at the same time, not too over the top with greenery, because I could have I thought about putting a entire hedgerow, but I felt like that was a little too much, so I just kind of placed some things here and there. There's a little bit in closer in, but other than that, it's not too over the top. Still, it's not none, but there's a little bit. And so, yeah, but honestly, this was a lot of fun to build. I went again with the terrain paint because I like those stones better. I'm really picky about what my outside flooring looks like, and a lot of times I just don't like it. It's either the wrong color, or when it's in sunlight it shows up it's too bright, too obnoxious, and I'm just not a big fan of a ton of tiling, wood floor. There's not a ton I like, and if there is, there's 2 that I like, and those are the only ones I use. So the terrain paints definitely offer a lot more options for that anyway, so it was okay, terrain paint, it works. And plus you can make the edges a little more organic instead of so cut and dry on the squares, so you can make it a little bit more like a lived-in corner, or a lived-in area of the city, if you will. So these would be really cool to put, I don't know why I didn't do this. Oh, that would be cool to put over in the, what's it called, in the city living pack, my brain's not working. But there's a couple lots over there that are not apartments. They're on the ground, and it would be so cool to put those over there. Oh, that would be so cool. I should do a mini Let's Play, a real short, just kind of play around with the food truck. That would be fun. That might come up. It may or may not. I don't know. But yeah, these were a lot of fun to build. And the nice thing is they're pretty quick builds because you're not building this extravagant house or extravagant restaurant or something. And the other thing is, I realized I haven't done that many restaurant builds, but I really like building restaurants, and forewarning, the next couple of builds are going to be super inspired. Well, no, the next 30 builds are going to be super inspired by my trip to Michigan, because there are so many pretty houses up there. If you have a trip, want to go somewhere, go to Michigan. It is very pretty. Very, very pretty, very picturesque, lots of lakes. It's not humid there. Not humid, but, well, okay, it's 30 to 50% humidity, which if you're from Colorado, it's gonna be humid. But if you're from Kansas, like me, where it's 100% humidity all the time, it's nothing. It's beautiful, glorious. It's oh, I can go outside and not be burned alive. So, Michigan. But, anyway, as I was saying, there are a ton of Victorian and old styled homes, and I was so I got my phone out. I was picture. I was It's a little obsessive. Like, I literally wrote down the roads and I was like, go research later on Google Maps. I was like, Sarah, you might be taking it too far. And I was like, it's never too far. What are you talking about? So, yeah. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome builds like this and great commentary by Sarah. Self-promo. Yeah. But back to the build. I decided to kind of put a sign out front because I felt like that would be, maybe they could like interchange the signs. And it's really cool because you can like change what's on the signs. And since they were two different food trucks, I decided that you could like, they could each have a different logo-esque kind of feel. And then like, yeah. So, I was going to say something. I had an end to this tangent, but I don't know what it was. But, oh, and here I am placing the public bathrooms. It is to find them, you have to do the, like, show hidden objects cheat, and then there's a whole bunch of hidden objects you suddenly find out exist. But the public bathrooms, #1 item, man, because then you don't have to you don't have to build bathrooms. And so here we are with the screenshots. This really turned out really well. Oh, and I didn't record it because I forgot to do this at the end, but I did go back and do lighting at night, because for the other two builds I did like a ton of lighting, and this one doesn't have as much lighting at night. You could definitely probably do with some more, but at the same time I didn't want to add more lighting and have it be super obtrusive, because I liked how everything was going and I felt it didn't need my amazing poles. My light poles, it didn't need it, and I was like, ah! So I didn't use them. But I really liked how this one turned out. Definitely a lot of fun. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I upload new videos 3 times a week. More videos coming soon. And down below in the description is links to all of my social media where you can follow me, and as well as links to my previous food truck builds. And yeah, so I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!